If you're watching this video, that means you're thinking of returning to the paid workforce after your career break. And I am so excited for you. Like, legitimately, I am just thrilled. This is a huge decision. And I know it's one that you can feel equally as excited about and nervous about, which is why in this video, I'm going to share with you insights that is going to make your journey ahead way smoother and a lot less stressful. So let's get to it. Insight number one is to take a full inventory of your skills. If you remember in my previous video, I asked you to do a mini skills audit. Well, this time I want you to actually set a timer for like 30 minutes or so and write down everything that you have been doing during your career break. Now, I don't even want you to think like, is this relevant to a job? No, just write down everything that you have been doing. And after that, I want you to be like, wow, dang, I'm awesome. And then two, I want you to start noticing themes. And I'm saying this because when you do go to apply for positions, you're going to kind of notice areas that you have grown in specifically and see how they relate to jobs that you are applying for. For example, if you had to do a lot of coordination of care for your kiddos, because I know I've had to do that with some serious illnesses, I really developed my advocacy skills, and that is a huge one for a lot of positions. So find those things that you have been doing and see how they can translate into a job. And now I don't want you to say, yeah, but it doesn't count because I wasn't paid for it. No, it counts. It doesn't matter whether or not you are paid for a skill, you still have that skill. So think about all that you have been doing and then couple that with all that you did before your career break, and man, you are unstoppable. Insight number two is to have a game plan. I see this happen way too often where people think, I am ready to apply, and then hit the apply button. That's the wrong way to go about this. If you want to have a less stressful and way more successful job search, you need to come up with a game plan from start to finish. And if you're like, yeah, that sounds good, but I don't have one, then I do have a video for you that I have linked in the description below. So make sure to check that out. Insight number three is to reflect on what you want next. Now, career break have a tendency to change you, maybe in ways that you anticipated and maybe in ways that you didn't. So while you want to go back to the paid workforce, you might not even want to return to the same industry, or if you do, you might want different things out of a job. And now is the perfect time to identify what those are, because when you do that, you are going to create a compass for yourself. So rather than apply willy-nilly, you'll be able to say, this aligns with who I am now and what I want now. So taking the time up front is going to save yourself a lot of time in the future. And insight number four is to work on your mindset. This is often overlooked. In fact, when I started my workshop for women returning to the paid workforce, I held focus groups, and by far, the number one topic they wanted to see covered was mindset. A lot happens during your career break, and there are a lot of thoughts and emotions and feelings that come with it. And unfortunately, sometimes they're not always positive. You might be doubting yourself. You might be thinking, who's going to hire me? Or why should I even bother at this point? But once you get your mindset straight, it is going to make everything else a heck of a lot easier. And here are just some quick tips to get you started down the right mindset path. Remember that the job search process is hard, but that it is not a reflection on you. Just because something is hard doesn't mean there is something that you are doing wrong. Too often people will say, oh, I can't find a job. I must not have the right skills, or nobody's hiring right now, so why even bother? Those two aren't correlated. The job search process is hard. You're awesome. And we're going to find a way to get you to the position that you want to be in. Another thing to remember is that there are going to be a lot of things out of your control, but there are also going to be a lot of things in your control. And when you're able to spend your time and energy focused on the things in your control, you're going to have a lot more successful job search than if you just bemoan everything that's out of your control. And that's a trap a lot of people fall into, but I know that you are not. And finally, Know that you have something to offer that is unique, that is authentically you because of your career break. Own that career break. I hate the advice of hiding your career gap. There is nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, it is not only normal, but something to be celebrated because you had a unique opportunity to discover new things, to grow in ways that other people might not have the opportunity to do. So lean into those. Don't shy away from them. And if you are looking for some more powerful mindset shifts that will set you up for success in your return to work journey, make sure to check out my video here.